Welcome to African Dream Motivation. Sylvester Stallone is an American actor born on 6 July 1946. When his mother was in labor, she had serious complications which forced her obstetricians to use 2 pairs of forceps. Wrongful use of the forceps accidentally severed a nerve and caused paralysis in parts of his face. This resulted in the lower part of his face paralyzed, and it affected part of his lips, tongue, and chin. The accident is what resulted in his signature sneering look and slurred speech. He attended the Notre Dame Academy and Lincoln High School in Philadelphia before attending Miami-Dade College and the University of Miami. In his quest to be an actor, he featured in several movies playing minor roles, which made him almost unnoticeable in those movies. When he was a student at Leeds in Switzerland, he had a brief uncredited role as a restaurant customer in the sports drama Downhill Racer. Even though it was just a minor role, he was inspired to even dream bigger. There were some times in his life when he was homeless and had to sleep in the Port Authority bus terminal in New York City. He went through so many challenging periods in his life during those times. He would sometimes land on some minor roles and receive small amounts that would sustain him for a few days. In 1971, he was so broke that he had to sell his dog for $40 just to get money to buy food. When he decided to buy his dog back, the new owner, knowing how much Sylvester wanted his dog, sold it for him for $15,000. He moved to New York City and shared a flat with his girlfriend, Sasha Zapp, who took care of their finances by working as a waitress, as she also aspired to be an actress herself. Sylvester Stallone took odd jobs, including being a cleaner at the zoo, an usher, where she scalped tickets but was caught out by the manager and fired. He kept trying to get into acting by going from one audition to the other, but he never really got anywhere. In his free time, he visited the local library, furthering his writing skills. In 1972, he was 26 years of age. He had tried anything possible in his capacity, but his efforts still hit a dead end. He was on the verge of giving up on acting, since he had failed a countless number of times after numerous auditions, and even if he got through, he only played minor roles, making him invisible in the movie. In 1972, one of the biggest hits was The Godfather, and Stallone auditioned to play a role in this movie. He was so hopeful and believed this was his moment. But again, he was rejected, and for a long time, he couldn't understand why. It was so disappointing for him. These disappointments were an unending adventure, getting out of one and falling right into another. On March 24, 1975, he saw the Muhammad Ali-Chuck Webber fight. He was inspired and became creative at the moment. After 3 days and 20 straight hours, he wrote a script for a movie. He attempted to sell the script by contacting multiple production studios with the intention of playing the lead role in the movie. After walking from one studio to the other, he had no sign of his script being accepted. Iwan Winkler and Robert Chattoff became interested and offered $350,000 for it. It was a good deal considering the money involved. But to Sylvester, if he is not playing the lead role, he is not accepting the offer. They had their own casting ideas and were not willing to allow Sylvester to play the lead role. Even though he was under serious financial distress, he boldly rejected the offer and made it clear that he must play the lead role for the agreement to be made. It was a very big risk he took, knowing that if the offer is totally off, there was nothing there for him and he really needed the money, but he rejected it anyway. After dragging it for a while, an agreement was made. By this time, Sylvester will receive a pay cut way below what was initially offered. Since he was not popular in the industry, they were not willing to risk their money, fearing that it may fail. He accepted the deal and played the lead role. He went ahead, and the movie Rocky was a hit. It was nominated for 10 Academy Awards, including Best Actor and Best Original Screenplay nominations for Stallone. The film went on to win the Academy Award for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Film Editing. Following the success of Rocky, Sylvester Stallone was the hot cake in the industry, becoming one of the biggest stars in the world. After trying so hard and getting no result, he seized his moment and wrote the script that changed his life forever. If he could do it, you also can. Be inspired and never give up. Thanks for watching this video to the end. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Also, share this video with anyone you believe will love it as you did. Thanks again. See you in our next video. Until then, have a nice day.